Is it ever right to question God's love for me when my trials are so painful? That's an interesting question, isn't it? You know, when I read the Psalms, especially the early Psalms, David often opens this discussion with that very same question. He questions the love of God. He questions God's purposes. He talks about how his enemies completely surround him. For example, in Psalm 3, it says, "O Lord, how many are my foes? Many are rising against me. Many are saying of my soul, there is no salvation for him in God." And you'll find as you read the early Psalms that David continually questions God. I would go as far as to say that in the heart and the heat of terrible suffering and heartache, for us to become stoic, for us to become unafraid to pound on God's chest, that in itself becomes an element of pride and can even become sinful. I think we need to be realistic about who we are. I think we need to be realistic about who God is, that God's purposes are much greater than us. His wisdom is far above ours. He owes us no explanation. But having said all of that, he calls us to himself. He says, "Come unto me, all you who labor. Come unto me, all you who are heavy laden. I will give you rest." I believe it's not only right, but I believe it's healthy at times for us to come to God and to decry the pain and the sorrow that we're in, to ask for answers, to ask for him to give us solutions to what it is that we might be going through. But David never stops there. He doesn't just stop with questioning. When you read those early Psalms, when he says, "How long, Lord, will my enemies triumph over me? How long am I going to have to experience this pain? How long, Lord, are you going to turn a deafened ear to me?" And on and on and on he seems to complain, but he never ends there. You'll notice as the Psalms unfold, his questions become praise. Now, he just said in Psalm 3, "How many are my foes? Many are rising up." He's complaining. "Many are rising up against me. Many are saying of my soul, there is no salvation for him." He's complaining to God about what he's hearing. But then what does he say? He says, "But you, O Lord, are a shield above me, my glory and the lifter of my head. I cried aloud to the Lord. He answered me from his holy hill." Notice he cried aloud to the Lord. He took his pain to the Lord. Now, what David was experiencing was imminent death at the hands of his own son. Imagine that. Your son is pursuing you to kill you. Your son has turned on you and he's pursuing you to kill you. That's great sorrow. And he's amassed an army of people who forgot the blessings David was to them. And so he has a right to complain to God. But he also, if we're going to complain, if we're going to speak our complaints, we have to open our ears. And we have to hear what the voice of God has to say. He says, "I lay down and slept. I woke again, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of many thousands of people who have set themselves against me all around. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for you strike all my enemies on the cheek. You break the teeth of the wicked. Salvation belongs to the Lord. Your blessing be on your people." Notice he starts out with a complaint, but he ends in a doxology. That's the route we need to take. When we are questioning the love of God, when we are complaining about whatever it is we might be going through, we need to worship. We need to draw nigh unto him, and he will draw nigh unto us. We need to resist the devil, as James tells us, and he will flee from us. I hope this is helpful to you.